Gossip Bures, Gossip Bures.
Welcome back to this episode of Gossip Bures.
And in this episode, we're actually going to talk about something that I think is a very good, we all do, topic. Why we shouldn't give up on our hopes and our dreams when we get married. Especially because I see it happening a lot within the travelling community. Young girls get married and they give up anything and little dreams they had to stand over a pot and cook. Okay? So, anyway, girls, what's your opinion on that?
My opinion is that, like, personally, for me, I know personally me, I would never lose myself for anyone, no matter who they are.
No, she wouldn't.
Even my mother, even you can even ask her. Like, I'm the most stubbornest person you ever meet. When I say no, I mean no. When I say yeah, it's a yeah. You're not going to change my mind. So for someone to try to change me, you need a lot of persuading.
So I hope when a man come up and said, "Please, will you marry me?" You said no.
I'll take a lot to persuade you. No, yeah, no, I think that's great, and I honestly do, because I think some poor girls, they kind of. Now, let me just tell you, girls can be bitches too.
Yeah.
Okay. But I do think it's like it's 80% to the man and 20% to the woman, and they lose a sight of who they are. And what I mean by that is, like, you forget your opinion matters, what's your input, how you think and thought. It's like the man thinks and thoughts for you. And I think it's great to see the younger travelling girls are actually starting to see their future. They're starting to know their worth. They're starting to realise who they are and what they can achieve. And they're not wanting to kind of get... Whereas before, girls were married 15, 16.
Yeah.
Now with girls, it was 18. And now I think it's kind of coming 2021. So it's getting a bit later because, no, I want to do this first. I want to go travel around the world. I want to do college, or I'm just not in a hurry to get married. And, like, how do you feel about that? Because, like,
God help who marries me anyway.
like, she wanted to be married at 18, and now
He's
it's
going
like,
to be getting a microwavable dinner. Let me set that straight. Because I won't be slaving over no pots cooking no spud dinner for two people.
I was going to get you the big chrome pot that way inside pound
Because I won't be slaving cooking a spud dinner for two people.
Then you get
No.
one,
What
I get
about
one.
if you get visitors?
Yeah, so I can do
They
that.
can get ham sandwiches there.
that's
Do
fine,
them
dinner.
up a grand salad sandwich, load of salad.
I don't believe you, Anne, because I tell you, for all the times that I've come down here, you're straight away in with a cup of tea or
she'll run for the
making a
kitchen.
sandwich.
I know,
Oh, shall I
but
not be polite to
no,
you?
I'm very polite with people, but lads, I'm not being ignorant.
Find out she cooks Sunday roast every
I
day.
cook every Sunday. I cook a Sunday
turned her
roast.
off it.
She turned me off it because I cook a Monday to Sunday, big spud dinner.
So I'm preparing you for
She-
the married life.
But when Anne gets married, the only time you will see a spud dinner come into Anne's home when she's married is when she has a child that has to start being learned how to eat vegetables and stuff. That's when you'll see.
Well, I
spud
like
start
that. At
being
least you look
cooked.
after your child.
Because the child can't be neglected of
What
nutrition.
about the men cooking?
Yeah, my husband cooks.
Daddy
my
cooks,
husband,
and Daddy's
yeah.
better cook than Mummy.
Daddy cooks.
Mummy burns us fried egg. Let me
Oh,
tell you
here we
that.
go. Scandal.
Mummy burns.
Mummy secrets out now, and
Mummy couldn't do a fried egg when she first married Daddy.
No, I couldn't, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I could not.
No, you
But
couldn't. Daddy's a better cook than
But I
you
tell you,
now.
did the pots and spuds cook you and do you no harm? You're still alive today.
Hold up a minute. I was right off my nanny's spud dinners now.
You are to a certain age.
Well, Charlene, was there anything that you felt that you gave up when you got married?
I did. I always wanted to be a beauty therapist, and I did go to college for it. Then I left college and I got pregnant with my son, and I lost myself for a few years. What I mean by that is, like, I lost who I want to be because I had 3 children very, like, literally quickly, one after another. So at 25, I went back after I had my 4th child, and I went to Pembroke College in Limerick, and I qualified in all those because that was something I always wanted to dream to do, and not only just for myself. I wanted to show my children that there's never too late to go back and, you know, achieve what you wanted to achieve. And I think it's very important. If I was to lose who I was, it was showing my girls that basically you don't pursue who you want to be, and not showing them, like, women power, basically.
But
And I don't mean,
there
like,
is a lot of travelling that got married young. We're going back getting
Yes,
their
yeah.
education.
Yes.
Yeah.
College, and I know
and it's all
loads.
for
I
your
know
children,
loads as
like,
well.
you know, to show your children. And it's not even that. I think myself as well, for, like, I don't mean by women power that way, but what I mean is, like, to show my children, like, especially my daughters, because you know, men find a way in life, you know, because
Yeah.
you teach them
Yeah.
that. But for your girls to see, like, to know their worth, Ninny, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? To know,
Yeah.
like, there's more to life than standing over a cooker. There's
There
more
is.
to life than
Yeah,
having a
big
man.
time.
Like, sorry, no, you can go and enjoy your life, and at 25, 30 years of age, you
Yeah.
can get married and have family children the same way
True.
as if you're having a 16 years of age.
Yeah.
But have seen the world, not things that you're going to regret. And I think that's what a lot of little boys and girls aren't working out today.
Because
They get married so young, aren't they, Anne?
not like enjoying yourself. Like, I know personally me now, if someone came to that door asking me to marry them, I'd say, listen, son, very sorry for you, but you're gonna have to get back
No,
up
even
off your
if you're the
knee.
big diamond.
And you're gonna have to get back up off your knee and walk away. Give me to 22, because I'm only coming into the best years of my life. Like, I'm going out, I'm enjoying myself. I'm going everywhere, doing everything. Like, imagine me sitting out, a ring up my finger, and the man wanted to come out with you, and you can't go out with your friends every weekend. No, I'm
Come back,
sorry.
the child have to
I
be changed,
crack up.
and I'm waiting for me dinner.
No, see, the thing
Yeah.
is, I know when
Yes.
I'm a married girl, I'll probably still want to act like a little single girl. So my husband, God help him, be dragged on by his area makeup on. Like, I'll just knock on mommy and daddy's door, leave the child there and go.
Yeah, she would do that.
So I'm not, like, I know I'm not mature, and I'm 19 years of age. I'm not mature for marriage. So how could someone 15 and 16 years of age be fit and
Children.
ready for marriage?
No, but I'm
children?
proud that she
No.
fitted that. And as a mother,
No.
I'm proud because why I'm proud is because she's not going to get married and 17, 18 years of age, okay? And a young flick, you know,
Yeah.
destroying two people's lives, not just one.
Yeah.
And then
And
your
then
lives are ruined after
2
a
or
year.
3 year time, because listen, they're only young, their feelings change as you mature, and they could realise they might love each other, okay? And that's their, now they might love each other, they might stay together forever. I'm with my husband since I'm 14. Do you know what I mean? Like, I got married when I was 18, I'm still with him, and I wouldn't change him for the whole world. Look around, we've absolutely slaughtered one another, but you know, that's part of
Come on,
couples.
will you keep a
But
half
still,
on the internet
no,
there?
I'm saying as
Thanks
it
very
is,
much,
like, but
love.
we're still here happier than a lot of couples was, you know?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is this, is like, some of the little girls and boys today, it's this phone relationship. So they're chatting to each other so long.
And then when they move in and get to know one another, they don't
They're
want to be with
different.
one another.
And
After a few months
they're
of
very
broke up.
immature today.
Yeah.
Really. In our times, I think, and I'm not insulting you, in our times,
They were more
I don't know,
mature.
it's because we had to grow up faster, okay?
One that you had to grow up. You were in a house where there was loads of younger children, and it was like,
You had to look after
Yeah.
responsibility, had to
Yeah.
step up a lot younger.
Yeah.
And like, so we were always, in my sense, we were a bit more mature. Like today, you're a lot more
No, I see boys
where's
now,
me phone
and girls,
or me pants
and
and
they're
me top,
conscious.
me makeup
Like-
and TikTok.
How can they be fit for marriage? And you see them,
like
like,
fit for marriage yourself.
no, I'm not fit for it. I'm not fit for it. I'm looking at boys my own age, and I'm thinking like, how could you want to get going with a girl and want marriage? Cause you're going around, you're more childish than my 13-year-old brother. Like,
Yeah.
how do you want a marriage? How do you want children?
That's the innocence, you see.
No, I
That's that
can't.
part there.
Because
you know?
they're still, a boy matures like a bit
Slowly.
like a bit less and a bit slower than a girl. So I'm looking on at these boys like 19 years of age. I'm like, what's up with you?
But it's not even that now, Anne. I'm being honest.
They don't know what they want.
They don't know.
I've
like,
7 boys, and I have a fella of Thomas, 22, past 20. Sonny's 19.
he's one age of me.
Yeah, and Jim is nearly 18. Like, they're all there. I says them 7 days a week. Where'd you ever think you go get yourself a woman and go on and this? He tells me, we're never going to live you. Life is too... No, I swear to God,
Life
Shirley,
is
he's
short.
too short. He tells me that.
Life
No,
is,
but I think
but they're
it's-
clever because it didn't.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
No.
I also think it's because when you were younger, you weren't as dependent on your mother or father as I would be. Like, if I need something
Yeah.
done, I go to my mother or my father.
Yeah.
I
one
don't
way.
even go into the doctors without my mother. I take my mother into the doctors. I look at my mother when the doctor's asking me questions and asking
Yeah,
me
well,
what's
I,
wrong
I
with
think
me.
in
Charlene.
one way, I think it isn't anyway, but I think in another way, like you're saying that, I don't think it's that we were any less
It's actually
dependent,
bad.
okay? But I
In
think
one way though.
it was different time zone.
No, I think we were learned. We had to depend on ourselves. And
Yeah, but they
You-
weren't as hard as times.
No.
In one way, they weren't.
No.
They were
Yeah.
very hard times.
Yeah.
They were tough times. We didn't have the luxuries you had.
yeah,
But in other words, because we had so less,
Mm.
we actually appreciated.
we
the
knew how
smaller
to make
things.
do with
And
what we
had
had.
to, yes.
Or if you wasn't invited, say one of your, well, my sisters, you could have a top or a t-shirt or jeans.
Yeah,
or
pass
something.
on.
Well, that they'd be wearing that. It wouldn't be a bother. I guarantee if I turned around and said for Kathleen that won't fit, you give to Melissa and this way. Oh, I'm hardly wearing that.
Oh, I-
after the whole world will see it.
Yes,
Oh,
or this thing now, Nelly, God help us. I often had the one pair of pants to
Yeah.
shoot. They were so worn and tread here, they'd snap here where you were trying to pull them up all the time to keep them up in you because we're falling down.
I
onto
hate that
shit.
with the jeans.
Yeah,
The
right?
youths come on.
Do you know what I mean? That's who we were. But I think today is when this thing, oh, I can't wear it because I wore that once. What do you mean you wore it once? Go wash it and
That's
put it back
her
on.
there. That's her.
Oh, no, I put it on a TikTok video. Are you having a laugh?
Or rolling in a ball and hide it somewhere. It's gone. It's disappeared. It's gone up the road.
Nearly two, do you know Sheen? It's a great thing on my, oh my God.
If I showed you my phone, there's nearly a
Do you know
250
Sheen was,
thing in a basket.
Nini,
for
I've got
the
paper.
decoration.
I have
Shit.
4,000 saved in my
She
box.
keeps adding. I said, I hope you know you're never getting.
I don't have 4,000 to spend on Shein, by the way, because
No,
not a whole.
But this I'm saying, it's a different time, and I think I'm so proud to be in one way part of this time for me as a mother, like you were,
Yeah.
to see that my daughters want to make something of themselves. That like at their age, I was mother.
Yeah.
She was a mother of nearly 3 children at my age.
I was a mother. Of
Imagine that, and I'm not even a mother of one. I'm not even a wife of anyone. Never mind a mother.
But I'm proud. I'm proud to see that she wants to qualify and Eventually, she's hoping maybe to open up an
I think,
But this is, and if you don't mind me just jumping in, like this is a massive change to the first time we did an episode where you really wanted to get married, and it's like in that short space of time.
Like I look at the people
but you've
now.
matured so much, and your mind has changed.
All my friends are married. Like there's one left to get married out of the friend group, and I'm the only single one left. I'm looking at all my friends, and they're all born now. Like they're born. I'm looking at them like,
I think you can see the change in them.
But I think you've got a new ambition, though,
yeah,
haven't
but you know when
in
you're
life?
you know when your friends get married, it's like you're looking at them like they can't like you can't all like just meet up in the evening times and go for your sunbeds and do this and do that because oh no, I'm going off for food with him.
Where's your time? Where's your time?
Well, his blue face can go off with the boys though. Not about you. Not about you coming off.
But that's a great point you just brought there, like that it's they lose all sense of who they are. Maybe
like
go back
they
to
can't
that
go out
topic
for food
again.
in the evenings with their friends.
Yeah, no.
But he can go out and have a game of pool with the boys.
Yeah, but I think
A game of pool is a couple of pints inside.
Like,
the
it might
pub.
even be a game of pool or pints, whatever it is, but I think with a woman, with a travelling woman, okay? Right, and I don't know, probably someone to say, we're talking about travellers here. I think they lose who they are, okay? If I'm speaking from me and your mother, we're older, we're married. And when we got married, it was like things that we enjoyed, we had to forget and just drop because we had to step into motherhood and wifehood. Whereas a man never had to change.
No.
Because he's still a man. It's a man's world, isn't it? Like, he's still a man. He could
Straight
still,
man's world.
Yes. Like, he could say, he'd go out the door.
Can I just say one thing? It couldn't be a man's world without a woman because a woman have to have that man, rear that man, put the morals in the man, and still has to bury her, God forbid, has to bury her child if she's still alive. So where does the man come?
With the woman.
With the woman. You still depend on a woman.
And that's why boys should respect women.
That's why you need to respect the
Well,
woman.
like, that's what I'm saying. Whereas with a man, he could walk out that door. Whereas we were to go somewhere, we'd have to arrange someone to babysit. We'd have to make sure everything's done. We'd have to make sure there's food there. We'd make sure the children's fed before we go. Make sure that sometimes you have to have
She just
children.
looked at me laughing. As much to say, you ring daddy and tell him.
No, like, I know, don't get me wrong. We have Ninny. Like, I'm very good like that way. I've
Yeah,
well say
same
in my
way.
marriage.
Yeah.
But a lot of women don't have that say.
No, she does. No, it's not say this one is the
that's what I'm
boss
saying,
in the
a lot of
marriage.
them, I'm trying to be pleasant. Okay, like, no, okay, right. But I had my years at the beginning of my marriage. I didn't, but I like to
Charlene,
Stephanie, put my foot
no
down,
more.
like, say, here, come here now, put down foot in the neck there, boy. I'm not thinking of
If
that.
I get
married, I'll leave all the man do all the work. I'll just sit down.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I think this is another part of it. It's called equal respect.
Yeah.
And I think it has to be equal respect. Like, a man has to respect the woman the same way a woman
I
wants a man
think
to
marriage
respect.
is 50-50.
Yeah.
But it's even.
He shows you respect, you show him respect. If he let's say has 300 in his pocket, you have 200 in your pocket. We have 300.
You'd have to have.
Yeah, we have 300. We have 300. There's not about the 200 there in Anne's pocket.
No, but I do.
We're on his 300. I support babe, don't
But
worry.
it's not even
Yeah,
that.
actually,
I can even see it, Charlene, as a mother and a traveller woman. Even with the young fellas going up there, I'm talking for my sons. They all finished school. I have one of my sons. He's gone down a trade. He's gone down his apprenticeship.
Yeah, fair play to her.
Steel fabricator. But I was delighted. He gave 3 years of his life working in a shit job. I'm not even going to mention the name, but hardship, the shit he put up with and the abuse he put up with from the workers. He was there one day. He said it to me. I was looking out the window and he looked at his shoes. He said, I've my heels worked off. He said, working here. He said, after 3 years, he said, this in for me. He walked out. And I said, it took you 3 years to realise the job you were in wasn't
At least
for
you did
you.
realise it.
So here last summer, he put in.
At least he gave it a try.
Yes.
Yeah, he put his name
No, he
in
didn't
for
start
it.
and walk away.
Yeah, he put his name in for it. I must never got it. He's there since last summer, going ahead doing his apprenticeship. He checked out a college the other day that they'll have to go to and all. And I was delighted. To be honest, to say young travelling young fella going doing that
100%.
and did it all for himself.
Yes.
Everything for himself.
100%. My son
Working
finished
since
school
he's
as well,
16
100%.
years of age. He finished his leaving cert when he was 16 and straight away when he finished
But
working.
you find, I feel like as an older mother in today, travelling mother in this society, right? I feel the travelling boys are changing as well.
I see. That's what I'm saying. I can see that.
Like, they don't want to kind of rush to marriage. They want to get a good job, good thing under them. They want to live a bit of life first.
Yeah, I think it's
You
a
know
lot
what I mean?
more
Well,
different like now.
Yeah.
I've young
Or
lad-
Or have a girlfriend
Yeah.
Well,
without the commitment of having to get
I'll have
married.
to come home.
Yeah, I've
What,
young-
Like you
stupid.
can actually go out like, because I even see it like I'm the designated third wheeler, but I see it like they'll like you can still go off on the
Yeah,
weekends.
my
and just
brother-
have
yeah,
your
I
date.
says that then.
and you
Why
can
you
just
should be
like
gone.
if you
That's
have the
No.
date during the week, like that extra date, like he'll come down, you go off.
It's too
on
much
your
pressure
date.
in the end.
Like
Yeah,
just
but-
straight away rush into marriage within a year. Where are you going? You don't know one another after a year.
I often say it to mine.
Run away.
Oh, what's name of it? When I was your age, I was gone. I was married. I had children. That's you. Our time is different. As he said to me, just because you haven't got a woman, you can't go. It doesn't say you can't go out and enjoy yourself and have a good laugh and Mrs. McCarthy.
Yeah.
As he always said to me, how do you know what I'm doing when I'm going out? Who I'm with? I have only an hour ago. One fella said that to me. He says, "Oh, you don't know what I do be up to and this and that." I was looking at myself. What? He goes, "Oh, what's name? You wouldn't want to even know." He said.
No, but like I think it's amazing.
Me, with the choices young people is making today, by not getting married young, living a bit of life, seeing life.
They have an ambition today.
Yeah, they have.
You know, like, and I'm very proud. Like, my other daughter is studying nursing at the moment. She finished school and studying nursing. I'm very proud of my two daughters. Now, one was married for marriage there not long ago, but thank God.
A couple of months ago.
After so many eclipses into the year, you know, now Patty pointed at me.
I didn't even have.
Give the head an out shake.
It was just looking on at the reality of like
and I kept trying to tell her.
all your
"Don't
friends
rush
get
it."
married.
You matured.
Yes.
And this is the basis of the whole conversation.
No.
That how can you get married when you're so young, when you're still maturing? Because
I,
you might end up
I
with-
says to Kathleen,
My
do you want
brain
to
has
see
changed
marriage
in a couple of
life?
months.
I says, Kathleen, do you want to see marriage life? I'll put you sitting down a half an hour to listen to me and Ellen. She'll be, oh, I never want to get married.
No, but
I'll
it's
put up
like
with this."
it's not Ninny. Like even like Martin was saying.
Yeah.
It's they're so young.
Yeah.
Their minds are changing rapidly. Their
Yeah.
hormones are changing.
Like in
rapidly.
the space of a few months, my mind changed. Never mind someone who's 15 and 16 years
I
old.
to
I
be
don't
mature
know
enough,
how
you
to
need
get
to
here,
21.
you are-
You don't know
can't
what
wait
you
to
want
be
for
there.
supper.
true.
I say you get married at 30.
30, exactly.
I'd say never get married.
I have a friend, a travelling woman. She got married at 30, had 4 children now, and she's very content. But she lived her life to the best.
Well, fair
Like-
play to her.
Knew
That's
Grace,
the way you should do
obviously,
it.
curtailed
Yeah.
stuff, knew what was right and wrong, but enjoyed it. Went on every holiday, and had the best of life.
And on that,
Yes.
there are people watching this
Yes.
and listening to this now.
Yeah.
Could be young travellers, it could be just young people in general. What are your words of advice about retaining your ambitions, your sense of self and your identity and all of your hopes and dreams, even when you get married?
What I'm going to come back and this is, don't let everybody else's opinions choose your future. Let it be yours.
I totally agree with that.
I don't know. I'm not going to give my opinion because it won't be too nice. So, I keep that for myself.
You should never grow up too soon. That's why I say.
No, just achieve what you
Yeah.
want to achieve. Do it for yourself. Because if we have to keep doing everything to keep everybody else happy,
And you
we're
know
going to be
what?
unhappy in ourselves.
Live by you only live once.
Yes.
And I'm being honest,
I
God
say
help the poor man.
Say you're not getting married.
You're my
when you're
daughter,
18,
God help the
it's
poor
too
man will
young.
never get her.
Very young.
We'll box her and package her and pour her back on my door after a
See a
week.
penny again, Mummy. Do you think you'd be able to get into the box? Because I'd love to see a penny again.
I agree.
I would not like to
I
be and
agree.
listen to her.
And with this, lads, we're going to wrap up this episode. But like I said, keep your future for you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Gossip Bures, Gossip Bures.